being like a streamer or any face on the internet is harder than a 9-to-5 in certain ways because it fuck you up mentally. Now, waking up every day and go to a job and lifting boxes, like depending on what you're doing, that's just tough too. That shit is hard. That shit is very hard. That shit is very hard. It's very hard. Like, you feel me? Especially when you're doing a job you don't enjoy doing. That shit is tough. That shit will fuck with your mental. You might want to, you feel me? You might be tired of it. You might be unhappy. But being a face, like being a top streamer, is difficult because of all the shit you go through in terms of like living life. I promise. I'm telling you, gang. You are literally seeing thousands of niggas give their thoughts on you every second. That's not supposed to be. Like, no human brain normally should be able to tolerate that. Just keeping it a buck. It's not true. You feel me? Facts. I'm telling the truth.
The absolute fucking audacity of this fucking video stuns me. The fucking audacity of the fucking content creators that make this fucking ludicrous, stupid ass statement. The fucking audacity that people who don't have to work a 9-to-5 anymore, who probably never worked a fucking 9-to-5 in their fucking life, are saying that this streaming world, this job to stream video games or stream for people, is harder than a 9-to-5. That is the most ludicrous fucking statement I have ever heard from people ever to make. I'm just shocked because multiple people have said this. This is coming from people who could do things like simply just talk to people in their chat, get fucking donations, and just hang out. These are people who would do anything on fucking live streams that is absolutely ludicrous and stupid to a point where they're either messing with other people in the real world or they're doing the negative and get money off of it. These are people that can suck so badly in video games, constantly stream it, and get paid money. Okay? These are people that can literally sit on stream and do that stupid NPC shit and get paid for it. It's insane how people get to a point where one of the easiest ways to make money is considered harder than a 9-to-5 for them. And you know what? Why I don't have sympathy for this, because they say shit like, oh, this is mentally draining. You want to know why this job is mentally draining? Is because of the fact that in the content creation life, outside of it, you do something that is absolutely to a point where it's negative, where it drains you so bad mentally because you fucked up and you know you fucked up. These top streamers can go ahead and play something old school and fucking go ahead and get views, get people to subscribe and follow to them. Like, if Kai Cenat right now went ahead and played Resident Evil 2, old school Resident Evil 2, and did a whole run using a fucking knife, no matter how many times this fucking guy fails, he will still get views. I think one person, and that's Queso, I think Queso stated it the best.
Streaming harder than a real job? Bro, what? Dude, no, actually, I don't remember who it was on YouTube. Before I was a streamer, I saw a YouTuber say, like, man, y'all just don't understand. You wouldn't understand until you get in this position. This is more difficult than just normal 9-to-5. Well, guess what, chat? I am in the position, and I can sit here and tell you it's not even close to as hard as a real job. Bro, you and me sit here and lie? Like, I ain't about to sit here and tell y'all, like, oh, man, I'll be working hard. Bro, I don't! Dude, I sit here and stream every day. Do you know what I get to do for a living, bro? I get to hang out with my people for 4 hours a day, bro. I wake up at like 2 p.m. every day, get up, don't do nothing all day, and I sit here and stream, bro. This is why people think you have a right to take a day off. Well, yeah, I'm going to take a day off every now and then, because if I don't take like a day off every now and then, I can't ever kick it with my friends or when they're off work. That's why when I take a day off, it's on the weekend, because that's usually when my friend can come over.
The simple fact that, because outside of this, like this whole streaming thing, I work a 9 to 5. I work in retail. Okay? I work retail at the moment. I really wish I can make money off of this. I really wish I can make some type of money off of this, some ads, some type of monetization, some super chat during anything on my streams. You know what the thing is that makes it hard for a content creator is just trying to find people to go ahead and be active with them, to people who support them constantly. It's really hard to find that group of people, and the people who are your backbone for the streaming world. Those people who support you all the time. And here's the thing. They don't just get pushed because they're good streamers. They also get these actual sponsors that push them. Freaking goddamn gamer subs. Goddamn, even sponsorships from Nike, this and that. They get pushed off their ass. And they're telling me it's harder than a 9 to 5? A 9 to 5 sometimes even requires someone to work with people and they don't like people. Or they get bullshit from people on a day-to-day basis. My job, retail. These guys don't even have to leave their homes. Literally, they get paid enough to buy some good-ass cars, to live in their house happily, to even get to a point where they can fucking eat okay. They eat fine. They eat well. Some people wish they would have this job that they could go ahead and sit here for at least like a couple of hours, which they actually make their own fucking schedule, and be like, hey, you know what? Why don't I play some Resident Evil right now? Why don't we play a couple of couple of horror games? Hell, I could if I was Kai-Sana or Queso or any of those guys and I have the opportunity to do so, I will go ahead and be like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and play a very famous game. Games come out left and right to a point where they grab them and they could go ahead and make content out of them. And they will get followers, subscribers, donations. I do my YouTube channel, right? I make some controversial statements. I can say that in true honesty, I have a fucking ego. I have an ego when it comes to stuff that I feel as if they are correct. I do. Even some of my latest videos on Dragon Age Veilguard proves that. Yes, I do believe I am right, and guess what? I do hold comments because I don't like levels of stupidity. That will stop me from getting my views. That will stop me from getting people who actually support me at times, or that will call for me to be shown in a negative light. That's perfectly fine with me, okay? If I do my regular walkthroughs, like my regular playthroughs on certain games, like I just did Miitopia. I finished Miitopia. I'm probably gonna do one for Dead Space. Probably gonna do one for Saints Row to finish Saints Row 3rd. I won't get even up to a couple of fucking views. And it fucking sucks. It sucks. Because guess what? I'm not making a fucking dime out of this. But I can honestly say, when I'm not working a 9 to 5, I can actually enjoy fucking playing a game, and I can at least have 5 or 6 views of it. I'll be fucking happy. I'm enjoying it. But some people tend to do the fucking negative, get views all the time, and then they'll complain that, oh, it's harder than a 9 to 5. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. Because guess what? You guys don't realize how fucking easy it is to be a streamer and content creator with a big ass audience that you already have right now. If you're starting out content creating, the only difficult fucking thing to do is to build an audience. It's like Queso said, it's 10% hard work, 90% fucking luck. And the fact that people think that this is harder than a 9 to 5 blows my mind. It means to me, personally, you've never worked a 9 to 5. Or 2, you need to go back to work a 9 to 5 to understand how fucking difficult it is. How understand people have to get up early in the morning to freaking go to a job they fucking hate. The job that they never wanted in the first place, to do so in order just to pay their bills, to feed their children, to make sure they have fucking Christmas, and so on and so forth. Where some of you right now can go ahead and pay for all the Christmas for every single member in your family, and you want to talk about, oh, it's difficult. It's fucking mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing that people do that. It's mind-blowing that people fucking say something like this. Even people who are creative. Fucking, like, you know, I will consider content creation a lot more difficult when you're doing things like in regards to creating your own content. Like for instance, like if you are editing your videos to a major point where you're making a short movie, when things like in regards to doing animations, like, you know, like if you see like animations like in regards to like people making like those animated cartoons for their Nuzlocks and so on and so forth. But it still is mind-boggling to me that people would think that content creators have such a difficult job compared to those in 9 to 5. It's very fucking weird. Your job is not harder than someone working at a hospital or working construction or working as a lawyer or working things such as being law enforcement or working in the fast food industry where they get a lot of bullshit, and even in places like regular retail. No, because you get to make your own schedule. You get to do the content you fucking want. And guess what? You still make money off of it. It's fucking insane. It's absolutely fucking insane that these guys take this fucking luxury and say that it's that fucking difficult. No, it's not. It's pretty easy for those who have a fucking big ass audience and they could just simply talk for hours. Fucking clowns.